Hey guys, this is Tanner Gray, also known as Topsail Tanner. Today we are going to do a fun activity on the water. It's a very potentially dangerous one, so we're going to go over some rules and stuff while we're doing it, but we're going to go tubing today. I picked a day that's a lot less crowded than your Saturdays and things like that. I've also had a long time to do this. Since I was 15, I had a boat I could tube people with. There's a lot of things other than just buying a tube and having a boat and going. There's things that you need to know. We'll discuss a lot of that. Most important thing is safety on the water. So anytime you think there's a potential danger, always stop, no matter what. Cut the engine, do whatever you need to stop, period. But we're gonna have some fun today and do some tubing. So let's hit it. All right, guys, so what we tube, I don't like to tube, my wife doesn't like to tube, but my kids love it. This is my son Fisher, my daughter Willow, and my son Oren. And how we decide who goes first on the tube, what do we do? Rock, paper, scissors. Okay, let's do it. So you're going first?
Yeah.
All right, grab your life jacket. Couple things, if you've noticed, we've moved away from the busier area of the bridge. We're gonna get all set up with the lines and everything. I'm going to show you how I tied it down when we came across the bridge, so the tube wasn't flying everywhere. We didn't have ropes flying everywhere, so come on over. So when I came across the bridge, I always take the tube and put it parallel to the boat, the way the wind's going, and tie it in two different spots. Tubing rope needs to be nylon. Nylon rope floats, so when you stop, you see it come up. I use a system also called a daredevil, which ties to the back of the two D shackles that are on the back of the boat, and it keeps the main rope off of the engine. This also gives me control as well. We're not going to try to flip anybody intentionally today. We are going to be very mindful of the boat traffic because this time of year, people rent boats. Jet skis, guys, can be a nuisance because they're rentals down here, and I'm not saying you shouldn't rent them, but just they need to be mindful as well of other people's activities on the water. I've also chosen a spot that's on the leeward side of an island, which will give us a glassier water. It's a better tubing water, so we're going to throw it in the water. I'll show you how I do that now. First thing that goes into the water is the tube. And we're going to push it out and away, give us a lot of line to get it out. You want to make sure there's no knots, make sure it's tied to the raft appropriately, make sure there's enough air in your tube as well. And I'm going to kick it in gear because this raft is lighter than the boat, which means it'll catch up to us faster. Make sure you wear life jackets, guys. It's very important. I know they're not necessarily the most comfortable things in the world, but I mean, it's not worth doing something like this if you're going to get hurt. There you go. Just real quick, I'm in the middle of the Intracoastal right now, but if you look behind us, you'll see a lighter brown spot. That's shallow water. Anytime you see light colors or really light brown, that means that's land. So you don't want to tube or have your tube go anywhere around there, because if you fall off, you're going to fall off in a foot of water and potentially hit versus just skidding on water. It still doesn't feel good, but you know. It feels awesome, as we just heard. So you have to have, guys, when you're tubing, one of two things. You either need to have a mirror where I can be looking forward and see backwards at all time, or a dedicated spotter to watch them. My wife is the dedicated spotter. There's my wife, Nicole. Here we go. When you turn on some music, what we play too. So a couple other obstacles other than the poles that you'll see, channel markers, is there's a crab pot in front of us. So I'm always looking for that stuff to make sure that I don't run their lines and stuff across it. The other thing is there's white PVC pipes that mark least bottom and stuff like that. You always want to be careful. You want to make sure you know what you're doing, or at least try to study up on it before you do it. And always err on the side of caution. So we're going to keep going. So when we're done, I'm taking the air out. Easy way, double clip, open it up, it gets deflated pretty quick. I just leave it like this while we go in slowly. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed today's video. Again, I can't caution enough, be very careful about what you use and how you do this. You know, we did it today. I've done it a lot since I've been 15 tubing people, so I have a lot of experience with it. But my kids love it. What do you think, guys? Was it fun?
Yeah.
What was your favorite part?
Circles below, or circles are below. Across the water.
Skimming across water. So we had some fun today. We didn't take it too wild because there's a lot of people still in the waterway, but thanks for watching, guys. Again, this is Tanner Gray, also known as Topsail Tanner, and we'll catch you on the next one.